Hey guys, I haven't made a video in a long time now. I had a little medical scare and everything's fine now, so I'm going to be doing a video on the Culprit that hasn't been released yet and also the Ricky Orbit Slammer. I have a beat-in one, which I'll be throwing first, and then I'm going to be throwing the Ricky one, and I'll be throwing both Culprits from a little bit further back. I want to thank Westside for sponsoring me. I haven't made a video since I've been sponsored because everything that's been going on. And one of the things they do is send all the team members discs that haven't been released yet. So that's what I'm doing right now, is making a video on them. So I'm going to start with the Slammers. This is 160 feet away. They're kind of a close range disc. And the Culprit will be, I'm pretty sure that's like 215 back there. So I'm going to start throwing the more beat-in one. I've thrown this one a decent amount now. I've never thrown that one before. So. Oh, and sorry about the road. It's kind of loud. It's a little short. Oh, the Ricky. Well, you can tell that one's a lot more overstable. So I'm going to go grab those, and I'm going to throw them on forehand. And I'm sure after that I'll throw them on some ante lines and stuff. So now we're up here where they landed. In my opinion, on backhand throwing the Ricky Slammer was a lot more overstable than this one. I have been throwing this one a little bit more, but it's pretty new. I haven't thrown it that much. So I'm going to be throwing on forehand next. I also want to mention that there is a slight headwind. Not much really, but also just for me throwing these, the Ricky one feels a lot more like thicker too. Like it fills in the hand. There's like no gaps in my hand when I'm holding onto it. Other than this one, there's like a little gap in between my palm and the rim. But it feels great, to be honest. So forehand now. I'll throw the beat-in one first. One picks up its way. That's still there. Okay. So far, my opinion is the Ricky one is a lot more overstable. Like I said, the other one is a little beat-in, but I remember throwing it when it was new, and I don't remember it being that overstable. So, really useful disc so far. Okay, so now I'm going to throw the Culprits. I know these have been out for a little while now. I know you can get a hold of them. I'm not quite sure if you can buy them yet, but I know they've been like giving them out for events and a bunch of other stuff like that. But I've thrown this one a handful of times, so I do know how they fly. I have not thrown this one. I've been saving this one for the video. So I'm going to throw both of them on like a flat hyzer, and then I'll go get them and throw them on forehand. I'm going to start with the beat-in one, or not beat-in, but the thrown. Oh, I remember this side. I'll try to make this correction here. I was a little short on both of them, but you can still see how they fly. I'm going to go get them and throw them again. Okay, so far I really like the Culprit for backhands. Me personally, I went through it for forehands, but everybody's different. Now that I'm over here, I'm going to grab the Slammers. I'm going to throw them on antes. I forgot to do it. And then I'll throw the Culprits on forehand. Okay, so now that I'm back here again, I'm going to be throwing the Slammers on ante. I'm going to throw the older one first, or the normal one. This headwind's really picked up since we started the video. Oh, you can still see it play. Okay, so the Ricky one. This one should hook up a lot faster than that, so. Yeah, it did. I ain't quite throwing on as much ante, but it's still hooked up quicker. Okay, so I'm forehand the Culprits now. Pretty sure we're like 215 feet away or something like that. I want to mention I've never forehanded these before because I wouldn't personally. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun for you guys to watch this. I'll show you real quick. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the older one, or the beat-in one.
Maybe you should forehand them.
On second thought, okay, so I'm gonna backhand the Culprits on Annie now, and then I'll give you guys my opinion on the disc. I better go while the wind's kind of stopped for a minute. I'm throwing the newer one first this time. Here's the old one. Oh, that's kind of cute. First one. Yeah. Okay. So my review. At first I didn't think I was gonna keep the Culprit in my bag, but after throwing it a little bit more, so I haven't really been throwing it that much, I threw it maybe 5 times, it's gonna be in my bag because it's useful in a lot of different categories. And the slammer, I knew the slammer was going to be in my bag. Number one, I had the other one that I was throwing for a while, and this one is more overstable. And I really like how a lot of slammers, in my opinion, don't really, like, there's a gap in your hand when you hold on to it. This one, it feels, there's like no gap in my hand. I just like how it feels. It makes me feel like I have more control of it. And it's more overstable too. So, both really good discs, but nothing can beat the Justice. I love the Justice. It'll always be my number 1 disc. I love forehanding this. Like, I'd probably throw this one on backhand on a hole that was, overstable. It had to hook up quick. But if it came to forehands, like short range, this one always takes number 1 in my opinion. So, yeah, great discs. They all are. And that's it. This one's not in my favor here. Well, it works for spike houses too. Great.